Hi everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. So I'm here today with a cozy morning flip through of the last Christmas journal of this season in 2024. I just made a nice cup of coffee and I hope you will like this book as much as I do. It is truly like about Christmas being homemade and handmade and cozy. And so this book, it's made inside of a really lovely, I think, 1950 Betty Crocker illustrated picture book, recipe book. I'll show you the actual title when we get inside. I retained the page, but I really fell in love with this folk art feeling cover. So this here had said like Betty Crocker's picture book recipes or something, but I took this lovely image. This is from a vintage Christmas book, and I thought it just really spoke to me in terms of the color. It was beautiful, and then it's like beautiful vintage entertaining, right? Like just lovely Christmas time entertaining with some greens. So then I added a nice metal journal label down here with some nice paper, and the eyelets are also gold metal. And then I have gold metal corners on all four corners. On the spine, I covered the title here with these lovely little Christmas package kind of papers. And then I left the General Mills kind of writing there, and I left the wornness of the old book alone. I thought that was so charming. It would look really pretty, you know, on a bookcase, and it does have the ribbon bookmark. That's actually from another book, but I used the vintage. You can see the header there, the stitched header. The back of the book has the same beautiful print. And I've used this lovely pink vintage seam binding to close it all up. It's a nice book. It's 10 inches tall by 6.5 inches wide. It has a 1 3/4 inch spine. It's a little chunky. Has 5 signatures, 156 pages. And if you're seeing this video, that means that I have posted this book first to Patreon, and then it will be in my shop. So you can check out my Etsy shop linked down below. So when we open it up, a few things you start to see. So I've used a paper collection from Minte in here, and it's this theme. It's got a bit of a pink Christmas theme to it as well. All things cozy and a bit of pink Christmas, essentially. So at the front here, we have this little flippy card. It's really cute. It says, "Orange you glad it's Christmas?" And it was actually made by my sister-in-law. We got this Christmas card, I think, a couple of years ago, and I've just been hoarding it for a lovely project. So it flips out, and then you can see more of that pretty paper. And then there's a little extra writing space there, or if you were to give this as a gift, you could inscribe it there. So then we have this pocket here. This is a little label from the Junk Journal Studio, and these little cutouts are also from the Minte kit, as is this paper. This is a tag that I made that has all these little trees that pop out. They're little journal cards. They have the names. It's all the different little evergreen, Douglas fir, spruce, and it says, "Bring forth the fir tree, the box and the bay. Deck out our cottage for glad Christmas day." So lots of little journal cards, and on the back you have more writing space. These beautiful snowy poinsettias. And then we have this beautiful paper here in the pocket. This says, "But give me holly, bold and jolly, honest, prickly, shining holly. Pluck me holly, leaf and berry, for the day when I make merry." And that's written by Christina Rossetti. And that's just a collage tag that I made. It's got some mixed media going on. And then this lovely Santa Claus. This is actually a sticker that has glitter. It's really beautiful. And then this is some of my hand-dyed, coffee-dyed ledger paper. This is an original book page. "Bread, the symbol of hope, home, and hospitality." So it's from the original Betty Crocker book. I love the little illustrations. And then I added this pocket here and this kind of cozy cottagecore journal card. And some pink Christmas paper. A little deer here on this brown paper, avocado dyed paper, little pocket, and then we have this little pink kind of Christmas feast going on, Victorian times, and a little bit of jelly printing marking on the back there. And some more Pink Christmas. And then here's the original book page, 1950 General Mills. I added this little pink house here, but it was the Betty Crocker's picture cookbook. Pie is a symbol of good eating in a good land. A full cookie jar, I like how cookie is spelled, makes a home homey. And this little pocket with this little bird nest with a rose here, a bit more Pink Christmas. And then this little postcard journal tag, more hand-dyed paper, this little Christmas train pocket here that has this inside, and this is from a vintage book, and it's about making your own tree garlands, popcorn, cranberry and popcorn, drinking straws and paper cutouts, and dry macaroni. And then we have a little squirrel and some holly there in this little pocket. And this is a recipe for ginger creams from this original book. And I've added some ginger up here. And that just tucks in there. Another little page from 49 Market. The same old battered angel once again adds to the joy. It stood atop the tree each year since Grandpa was a boy. Some gold stitched paper. Cakes, a symbol of home life. Frostings, dress the cake. Look at these little cake illustrations with faces. They're so cute. Little candy cane there on the coffee dyed paper. This little pocket has another of those fun little postcard tags in it. Little journal card. These are really cute little journal cards from 49 Market. They have these little frames on the back. Or sorry, Minte. I always confuse the two. It's Minte. Okay. Pink construction paper. Coffee dyed paper with a little holly there. Lace, coffee dyed lace. Some Pink Christmas. A really lovely little center there. Then this is some of the vintage images from the book. This cake. And this is just a nice little... It's from a book called The Heritage Book. Friday, December 24th. Always the heart goes home on Christmas Eve, goes silently across a continent, or mountains, or the sea. A heart will leave the glitter of a city street, and sent by something deep and timeless, find the way to a little cottage on a country hill. The smile of tenderness upon the faces, the simple words, the arms secure and strong, the sweetness of the well-remembered places. All these a heart will find and will belong once more to country hills, however far, and sense the holy presence of the star. And that's by Grace V. Watkins. Just a beautiful little poem. And then another little pocket from the paper collection, and then this is actually a cookie recipe for poinsettias. They're a lovely little cookie, and it shows you, it's the whole recipe here, and it shows you how to fold the cookies. And then I've added a poinsettia, and then this is some vintage marbled paper, and that just tucks in there. Some more coffee dyed paper, and this lovely stocking. Bread's quick and hot, a conversation piece. And then this pocket on this side, we have hints and quick tricks here. And then this is a lovely, this is images from like a Christmas table of different desserts. So a brown-eyed Susan and a chocolate joy cake. And then this little hot chocolate journal card in here too. More gold stitched paper. I just realized my fingers are a little blue. I was doing some dyeing. You'll see what I was working on very soon. And then this little upper tuck pocket here, it's got a bit of writing space on it and these little threaded bulbs. This is actually a fly page from a vintage Christmas book, and I just really thought it was a cute little inclusion as stationery. We have Santa here in his little pink sleigh, a little more of the pink Christmas theme, some book spine. This is actually a William Morris print from a book of prints. All the plates are really big, so they were perfect for folding in half for a book page. This says, hang up the stocking and open the shoe, that little Yule gifties their duties may do. So there's all these little gifty kind of fairies, and this little girl's asleep. Journal card. And then this is some lace dyed paper, little tuck spot here with this little fairy. This is the Rose Hip Fairy from Flower Fairies of Autumn 1926, and that's Cecile Marie Barker. And then on this side we have Merry Christmas cookies. This is the whole recipe, and I've added a little wreath and some music paper in the background. I just like to make these kind of little grungy looking recipe cards. Like, this is ink, obviously it's not food, but I thought it would look a lot like, you know, what you find in your grandmother's recipe box. And then some pink ledger paper, and we have a pinky Santa here. And a little rose here on this, it's got a slight blue tinge to it, but it's coffee dyed lace paper. And then a little fabric cluster pocket with these little bird and roses. And then this is a pink azalea cake, another vintage food image. And then this center here from this beautiful Minte paper. And then some beautiful knit on this side and a wreath on coffee dyed paper with lace. A little present, more pink Christmas and pink ledger. And then in here we have a couple things. So first, this recipe for chocolate chip cookies from the original, not this book, a different book, another Christmas book that I've been playing with. And this is a little Merry Christmas Santa writing a letter. Oops. That's my alarm. That just tucks in there. More lace paper. And then this says plate 12, Tulip Chintz 1875. And that's actually for this William Morris print. And then we have this little pocket down here from the Minte paper collection. And then I made this journal card for cinnamon coffee bars, and that's the whole recipe there. And I just used some fun elements of cinnamon to make it nicer. And then this little pocket here with this bunny in a pink basket. More William Morris paper. And then this is a little cottagecore journal card with a pie there. Plate 9, pink and poppy wallpaper, 1881. So that's this. Pink construction paper. Little pocket with a candy cane on this weathered wood. Swedish macaron tea cakes, and I've added a little macaron there. And then this little car here is a tuck spot with this journal card that I made with a Tim Holtz frame. And this is a Stamperia pink Christmas tree. More lace coffee dyed paper. Some cute little skates on this pocket. And then this says, the stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. And it's our lovely old Christmas image. Some book spine up here. And then another Santa here. He's got the toys he's pulling out of the sack. It just goes in this pocket. More avocado dyed paper and pink Christmas, little bulb there. This little tree pocket that has this collaged tag inside. And on the back we have Mistletoe by Walter de la Mare. And it's a really lovely little poem. And then this lovely wreath from the Minte paper collection. This is all Minte, the pocket, this little bit, and then this journal card. More coffee dyed ledger and pink Christmas. This little lantern down here. And then just some beautiful paper. And this is just rusty paper clipped on. This is fun. This is tough questions for Santa in a tough, no-nonsense world. He knows if you've been bad or good. And then it's 8 questions that kids ask him. And he's just sort of sitting here trying to reply. How do you know? Did my little brother snitch on me? How can you visit every kid's house all over the world in one night? How can you remember the names and addresses of every little kid and recall what each one asked for? Do you have all of this on a computer? How can you get zillions of gifts into that one dinky little sack? How can a chubby guy like you fit through the chimney? Don't you ever get tired of the milk and cookies kids leave out? How would you feel about a grilled cheese and cocoa? What do the reindeer like for a snack? Don't you get cold living at the North Pole? That's just a big journal card that I stitched together, that Santa with those questions, because I thought it was really sweet. More coffee dyed lace paper. This little pocket just says joy. It's from an old Christmas card. And then we have some more classic Christmas food here on a journal card. And then a little Minte journal card with a cardinal and a candy cane. And I love that little pink house. These little houses are so cute. Construction paper in that pretty pink, and then a little pocket here on William Morris, and then Christmas cookies, and another little cute Minte journal card. And then over here we have this wreath pocket on this pretty paper, and this is another little cottagecore journal card with this horseshoe all rusty hanging on that weathered wood. And then Swedish spritzes. This is another whole recipe for these cookies from an old Christmas baking book. And then more of that pretty paper from Minte, and a little nutcracker. These are nut bonbon cookies, and that is on more William Morris. This is a pink Christmas tree being decorated here by Eloise. This is an Eloise Christmas story, and another little journal card from Minte. And this is an 1884 wild tulip wallpaper print. That's what that paper is. And then we have sort of this side tuck belly band that wraps around, and it's this like old beautiful images of pies from a Christmas book, and then this little North Pole tag down there, ticket rather, and then this is from a vintage Christmas book. So this is just a piece of stationery. That side has a poinsettia and some bulbs, and this one has a couple of uncracked walnuts there. So I thought that was a fun little inclusion for this kind of an interesting tuck spot. Some pink polka dot paper and coffee dyed pink Christmas here with some deer, coffee dyed lace. And then this is a CD envelope here, and we have this Christmas tree and some trim, and you just reach on in here and we have the partridge in a pear tree, and that is a little journal card that just pops right in there and you see it through the window. And then a little bulb there. This little Christmas pocket on William Morris that has a couple of fun vintage food images, these coconut snowballs, and this is like a whole like jelly loaf with like, you know, cut up oranges and grapes, and there's a Royal Dalton figure on the table for some reason. Feels very grandma's house when I was a kid. And then a little, just this pretty little like floral pink bit on the bottom of this lace paper. Goes nicely with this Minte paper. And on our last page we have this pocket here with this lovely little presents and greens, and then this is just some beautiful Christmas botanical stationery that I made with a poinsettia rather. And then the end, and we have here this little deer with my signature and the date. And so that is the end of this little homemade comfort Christmas book, and I hope you enjoyed it. I find it really cozy and comforting to go through, and I think it would be a nice place to put your Christmas memories. There's lots of space for pictures, or even your Christmas recipes. That would be nice too. So that being said, thanks for joining me, and I will talk to you again very soon. Bye for now.